Hey, it's Fun to Be You Friday, and I have Sami here, and she was one of the speakers at Women Ignite, and I just had this heart connection with her right away. And as we were visiting this morning, I thought, you have to be my Fun to Be You Friday, because she is just filled with light and joy and having fun in her life. And tell us a little bit, what are some of the things you have in your life that just spark joy for you?
Oh my, well, you know what, the tribe that I found at Women Ignite, finding like-minded people who are really willing to embrace their ugly and share it with everybody else so that we can elevate each other and realize that everybody's life is a mess, but you are so beautiful and so joyfully and wonderfully made, and that together we can help each other.
Absolutely.
And I think it's just that there's just a spirit of people that I'm being surrounded with lately that are so into giving because they want to receive. And it's just that reciprocity that is just absolutely so beautiful. There's this movement that's going on, I think, in the nation with women who are just really stepping up into their power and their strength and the beauty that God created us to be. And so I think that's one of the most joyous things in my life right now, is finding this tribe and being a part of such a beautiful movement.
So I think people are really fun too, and I love people. I get recharged by being around people, and one of my favorite people is Ronnie, who's on there. Ronnie, thank you for joining us. And
Hi,
Tiffany,
Ronnie. We just became Facebook friends.
Right?
Yes.
And you've got to be friends with Tiffany too. She
Yes,
does,
yes.
she does
Hi,
doTERRA, and
Tiffany.
I just love her. So, I don't know if you know, but Sami is actually a Paralympian, and she went to Rio, where she... Tell me the event that you participated in.
Archery. I'm an archer. Yes. So
a single-armed archer, right?
I'm missing my hand. So I use a shoulder release to fire my weapon.
To help with that.
Yeah,
that is awesome. And I just loved hearing part of your story at Women Ignite about how you had this accident and this injury that became such a blessing and actually like a tool to you. You're a weapon to just kind of rocket in this world, right?
It was
powerful.
amazing when I got this huge, ginormous wound. It kind of put all my other wounds at the forefront for me. And because this one I can't hide. See, everybody sees this arm and they think, oh, how can you be so positive? How can you be so in love with life when you have this deformity? But the truth is that the wounds that we carry inside are the ones that damage us the most when we don't expose them. You know, the biggest weapon against fear and insecurity and shame is sharing our vulnerability.
Yes, so you're a shame slayer
I
too,
am a shame
right?
slayer.
You do have the henna tattoo. You need a henna tattoo,
I do
right?
need to get it. Yes, and the wound is the weapon.
Right.
You know
Hashtag the wound is the weapon for sure. And that's the thing. We talk about having fun in our lives and doing things that spark joy, but really you got to take care of some of those hidden things first. And by doing so, by doing that work, either with like a coach or a girlfriend, or maybe it's a counselor to kind of help you unpack some of those things. Then when you're working on that stuff, then that's when you can start really having fun and joy in your life. And it's when you keep tucking that down, that it drains the joy and the fun out of things, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And it makes you feel so isolated and alone, and we are not alone at all. The thing is that whatever wound you're hiding inside, I guarantee you there are thousands of people out there with the same wound. The circumstances that they received that wound might not be exactly the same, but they have the same wound. You are so not alone. And was it your story with the thumb sucking?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because I'm hashtag the shame slayer and hashtag the thumb sucker.
Yeah. But then she sits down after speaking and sits down to another woman. She's like, I'm a thumb sucker.
Right.
So you would think you would be alone,
right?
And you're not.
I did. I shared that story at Women Ignite about how I sucked my thumb until I was 16 years old. And, it was very vulnerable, but I was trying to emulate or actually model what it looks like to be vulnerable so you can help slay shame. And when I sat down, somebody else said, hey, I sucked my thumb until I was 14. And another woman came up, I sucked my thumb until I was 17. Another woman came up, I sucked my thumb into my 40s. And so I thought in that audience, about 500 women, that I would be the only thumb sucker, and apparently that they had some too. And it's a form of self-nurturing, and usually there's a reason why you resort to thumb sucking, and sometimes it's just a habit. But I didn't think that there would be anybody else who could relate to that. And surprisingly enough, there was. And so we're not islands, and we can share and be vulnerable because it brings strength to others and also to ourselves and connects us with people. And obviously that's where there is growth. So, all right, you told me that you also have a passion, that you're really good with horses. Is that something you get to, do you get to be around horses a lot? Do you have a horse? Tell me about that.
I haven't had horses in years, not since, 2005. But I grew up on a horse ranch, and I actually rode my horse to a one-room school on the prairie.
No way.
Yes.
Come on.
I was totally Laura Ingalls. I would get up in the morning, and I would milk the cows and cake the calves and feed the chickens and slop the hogs and saddle my horse and ride 6 miles to school.
Oh my goodness.
And then after school, ride 6 miles home. So yeah, horses is just like in my blood. I was on a horse before I could walk.
Oh my goodness.
And that is all in due to and honor my grandma, who is just like the horse woman, horse whisperer. So yeah, I have a really good connection with them. And I think it was because I was so covered in shame and guilt and isolation and insecurity growing up that they were my best friends.
Oh yeah.
I didn't connect with people, and I lived in such a remote area, but horses are just so healing, and they reflect, the thing is that they reflect whatever you're feeling.
Oh wow.
And because they calmed me, it was kind of this circle of calm.
Oh, that is so wonderful.
It was a beautiful, huge connection throughout my whole life. So
animals are so great like that.
They really are.
Last night my son said to me, "Mom, a boy needs 2 things. He needs ice cream and he needs a dog." That's so true. We all need ice cream and a dog, and then we'll be fine, or a horse if that's the case. But one of the reasons why I wanted to interview you today is because we found out something that's going to actually, I think, pretty unique. I am actually leaving to Haiti in a couple weeks to go and take the Days for Girls kits there with a particular group down there, and we were visiting about Haiti and found out that we
are in the same group. Yes.
Mission of Hope down in Haiti, and there's lots of organizations down there, so the fact that we both have worked with Mission of Hope is actually pretty unique, and not a coincidence though, I'm convinced. But Mission of Hope is a great center. They've been there for 18 years working side by side with the Haitian people to be able to bring health and light and Christ to the people of Haiti, and I think it's wonderful. So anyhow, I just thought, no way, we've got to talk. We've got a lot in common.
Totally a God thing. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, so the Three Chords ministry that they have down there, I've actually spent time with them, and you've spent time with them, and you've been at the prosthetic lab that they have down there, and we've stayed in the same dorms.
Right.
And
I wonder if we were in the same room.
Probably.
Awesome. Right. We've had the same food. We know all the stuff about Mission of Hope, so that's pretty exciting. But just to recap today, I just wanted to share with you that to have fun being you not only choose things in your life that spark joy for you, but also the stuff that doesn't seem to spark joy, the hard stuff that we like to tuck and hide. Like, get out there, find a specific place to be vulnerable about that, so you can slay that shame, so that you can work through some of the things that have been done to us and some of the choices we've made in our very own lives sometimes bring shame to us. So if you do that work, it allows you to walk in a space of joy. And so we have a lot of people on here. We have Judy and Angela, and of course Ronnie, who's awesome. She of course knows there's no coincidences too. No. But we're 2 shame slayers here, telling you to get out, get with a tribe or a group or a counselor or a coach, and slay some of that shame so you can go out and have fun. And we hope you have fun this weekend too.
Yes,
so
be you beautiful people.
Right,
Love you.
It's amazing. All right, signing off. Love you all. Bye-bye.